Greetings, citizens. This is Lieutenant Commander Mr. Everything coming at you with an important announcement from the UEE Navy. The 1st Naval Aerospace Squadron, the Lions, is recruiting. Be a part of something great. Join now. We are looking for new and veteran players. The 1st Naval Aerospace Squadron is a UEE Navy carrier-based squadron. If you're looking for a disciplined, well-trained unit, join now. Not only do we want combat professions, but we need first-person marine experts, merchants, miners, salvage. All professions are welcome in the 1st Naval Aerospace Squadron. Our mission is to protect the UEE and its citizens. Join the 1st Naval Aerospace Squadron. Expected missions would be anti-piracy, anti-smuggling, fleet protection, search and rescue, convoy escort, bounty hunting, exploration, mining, salvage, asset protection, cargo hauls, to name a few. Join now and see the galaxy. We have an organization page on the RSI website, as well as the forums in Spectrum, and we have our very own Discord. Role-playing is encouraged, but not mandatory. The galaxy awaits. Join now. Whether you're casual or competitive, we're looking for committed players. We're based on a World War II U.S. Navy Air Squadron theme. Our focus are carrier-based craft, with our primary being the Sabre. But all ships are needed and wanted in the squadron. We would like to have a wide variety of ships to allow all kinds of gameplay. Visit now your local Navy recruiter and join the 1st Naval Aerospace Squadron. The squadron is growing. Visit our recruiter at robertspaceindustriescom/orgs/1NAS to become a member of something great. Greetings, citizens. This is Lieutenant Commander Mr. Everything coming at you with an important announcement from the UEE Navy. The 1st Naval Aerospace Squadron, the Lions, is recruiting. Be a part of something great. Join now. We are looking for new and veteran players. The 1st Naval Aerospace Squadron is a UEE Navy carrier-based squadron. If you're looking for a disciplined, well-trained unit, join now. Not only do we want combat professions, but we need first-person marine experts, merchants, miners, salvage. All professions are welcome in the 1st Naval Aerospace Squadron. Our mission is to protect the UEE and its citizens. Join the 1st Naval Aerospace Squadron. Expected missions would be anti-piracy, anti-smuggling, fleet protection, search and rescue, convoy escort, bounty hunting, exploration, mining, salvage, asset protection, cargo hauls, to name a few. Join now and see the galaxy. We have an organization page on the RSI website, as well as the forums in Spectrum, and we have our very own Discord. Role-playing is encouraged, but not mandatory. The galaxy awaits. Join now. Whether you're casual or competitive, we're looking for committed players. We're based on a World War II U.S. Navy Air Squadron theme. Our focus are carrier-based craft, with our primary being the Sabre. But all ships are needed and wanted in the squadron. We would like to have a wide variety of ships to allow all kinds of gameplay. Visit now your local Navy recruiter and join the 1st Naval Aerospace Squadron. The squadron is growing. Visit our recruiter at robertspaceindustriescom/orgs/1NAS to become a member of something great. Alrighty, there you go. Hello again, everybody. This is Mr. Everything. I'm coming at you with another Star Citizen live stream. We do this weekly, sometimes more than once a week, but I like to get up on here on Wednesday night, the night before my D&D game, and hang out with you guys. Now, I am working on the Twitch chat right now. I'm switching. There we go. I've got the Twitch chat up. So if you want to chat with me, you can, and it'll... Hey. Chat that again because it just pulled up whoever said hello. I can't read it so small on my monitor over there. Whoever it is. Hello, how you doing? Let's see if this comes up. Yep, okay. But I won't see anything before my test. Sorry about that, guys. Oh, so it's Runa Cat. Hey man, how you doing? Logging in. Got my sweater on apparently. Let's see. Let's pull up the game. Boom, the game's up. Okay, I'm making a trip over to the Aerospace Expo. It's still only in... Long time no see. When was the last time you came to the channel? Because I thought, yeah, I'm thinking maybe I do remember your name. Man, it's been over a year, hasn't it? I don't know what that is. I can pick it up. What is solvent? Yeah, years ago. That's what I'm talking about. I think I remember your name. That's what. But it's been a long time, hasn't it? Well, welcome back. We're doing quite a bit more Star Citizen lately. At least I didn't die in my hab. Did he just say taste the freedom?
Liberty Lake, a taste of freedom. Liberty Lake, a taste of freedom.
All right. We're going to call the elevator. Yeah, we're going to go see the Aerospace Expo. Hopefully some doors have opened. If not, I'm also going to pull up the Aerospace Expo website for everyone here to see. Mainly so I can see, because I haven't seen it in a while. Oh, that was quick. And I am just cruising along. Before I go anywhere, I'm going over to the Kasaba. Really? I'll run over here and grab me a black hat. That's gray. I don't want gray. I want black. But I don't want it to say anything. I think that's the one. There it is.
Hottest clothes and trendiest accessories from across the empire brought straight to you. Hunt for your latest
Hey, Ramwoff. Man, what's going on? How are you doing today?
cool for your cred.
Or tonight? It's frickin' almost 1 o'clock here. A.M. Reason why I'm starting a little late, I'm going to have to apologize to everybody. Normally I like to start around 12. But one of the reasons why I started a little late tonight was I can't hear anything in this city. It's so noisy. Okay, cool. That's the best way to be, man. Just the best. You fell asleep standing up. Okay, there he goes. No, seriously. Now that we get into a more quiet area, it's really not that quiet, is it? It's freaking loud. Come on, let me get into a quiet area. One of the reasons why I started a little late is because I was working on my D&D campaign that I've got tomorrow, and I pretty much wanted to make sure I got a couple of things finished before I started streaming. And then I looked up at the clock and I said, oh crap, it's like 12:30. I better get started. Went and made me some coffee, put up my green screen, and we're on the ball. We're rolling. Intergalactic. I'm hearing some wind. Whoa. Whoa, dude. Hello. Okay, we're going to come over here and going to watch. Can I get up any farther? There we go. Perfectly clear screen. I climbed all the way up. That's for you guys. Yeah. Center mass. We're flying. You notice how this train is not staying low like the highway. It's there goes our compatriot there. Just flew underneath. We are, and it's daytime. This is the first time I've gone to the Aerospace Expo in the daytime. There's a ship parked over there. It looks like a Hornet. Did you see that? I did. I don't know if it's open yet. If it's not open, look at these apartments. That looks cool. If it's not open, that's okay. We're going to go to the website and take a look. Who am I talking to? I'm talking to everybody. What you talking about, Willis? Okay, if you're on are you what, in Twitch? I'm on YouTube and Twitch. Yeah, look at the chat above. You can see multiple names, or maybe you can't. Like, no, yeah, Runecat's here. Yeah, Maybe because you're the only person that's important. No, I don't know. I'm just playing. Or maybe one of you is in stealth mode. Oh, what has he got over here? Hot dogs and hamburgers and burritos and potato chips. You don't have to get all defensive, dude. Okay. So we're at the Bevic Convention Center. I was listening to another live streamer. I think it was yesterday. Maybe it was today. Was today? Yesterday? Either way, he kept calling it the Brevik. Like he added an R. It's not the Brevik. Okay, everything is sold out. There is no shirts. But it looks like they did some work on the back paneling. Okay. Like they made some improvements. Okay, I've been here a couple of times and I haven't been able to get through the door. But that's what I'm anticipating. Okay, so she's back. Hello? I'm clicking on your nose. Your shoulder. Nope, okay. She's the Queen's Guard. She's not going to, like, flinch no matter if you poke her or not. Okay. This is a different panel. I don't think I remember seeing this Argo thing with the reflective glass. It's kind of a little bit disturbing. Looks like they're building a model kit. Well, maybe they are, because, you know, you got these models over here, and then I'm sprinting. This is me sprinting. Woohoo! Over there, okay. And then they got all these model kits over here, and here's one. It's of an Aurora ES. A couple of model boxes thrown down on the ground because the models are up here. Yeah, okay, let's try the door. I have a feeling it's not going to go anywhere. It's going to say lobby. Lobby. And lobby just goes right back to there. Okay. So apparently, I don't have any idea when the aerospace, Galactic Aerospace, looks like another player, is supposed to take place. And so what we're going to do is we're going to pull our happy butt over here into the side somewhere. So I'm going to stand over here, and then I'm going to Alt-Tab out, and I'm yelling. I've noticed I'm yelling. Whoa, man. The volume was so loud in my ear. Oh, no wonder. Look at that. My volume was up to 40%. Okay, sorry. Let's pull up the website or not. Let's see what we're doing here. Oh, shoot. Let's change the title. Dang, that's not even right. I just noticed that. Bum, bum, bum. Okay, and we're going to... Okay, I'm in there. Where's my Robert Space Industries? That looks pretty good. Don't show me... What? It's acting like I've never been here before. Okay, let's let you see what I'm talking about. Boom. Must not be that. It's got to be that. Okay, so we're not doing it that way. We're going to do it a different way. Display capture, that's what I'm talking about. How about center display? Because that's where I'm at. Perfect. Now we're going to put it behind my background. There we go. That looks good. Whatever. We're going to go with that. Okay, let's see what we can find on the RSI website. All right, CitizenCon, that's what I want to know. Right there, view more. Perfect. It scrolled around just at the perfect time. No, not CitizenCon. Damn, that's not what I wanted. Hail. It's not CitizenCon. What I want to see is the Aerospace Expo. That's what I want to see. And I need to lock this up. Oop, there we go. Aerospace Expo. Anticipation of the Aerospace Expo. We can read that. We can see what it says. Okay. Whoa, I can't even read that. Okay, what does it say? Aaron, blah, 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 yada, yada, past performance this week. Blah, 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 blah. Next anvil, blah, 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 blah. Yada, yada. It's all the same BS-ery, and yes, and blah, browser, thankfully, yep, Right after this. Yeah. Okay. Let's see if I can find something else on it, like a schedule. Maybe it's in the com link. Roadmap, that's November. This week in November. Okay. Guide to CitizenCon schedule, which, by the way, guys, if you are going to be awake at that time, Saturday morning around 6 Central, which is probably about 1. Okay, it's a 5-hour difference, so what is it, about 6 Central, so it's pretty close to 11 a.m. For you guys. I would be streaming CitizenCon. That's the schedule. Guide to... That's Twitchy. Okay, this is we're on the 21st, basically. Almost. 20th and 21st. So they don't have anything scheduled until CitizenCon. Yeah, they don't even talk about the Aerospace Expo. But I'm going to expect, like, the Aerospace Expo will probably open the day of CitizenCon, and it will be one manufacturer a day. So it'll be like Anvil, and then we'll look at all the Anvil ships inside the showroom. And then the next day will be like Aegis, and you'll see all of the Aegis ships in the showroom. And then, you know, Drake or whatever, right? RSI, Origin, and every one of them is going to have, and it's going to go on for about 8 days. That's my understanding. because it's all of this weekend and all of next weekend. So you would get the 7, 8, 9 days maybe. So we'll have to see. And usually the last day is like all the really small manufacturers like Consolidated Outlands, or, well, maybe they might not be so small anymore, but like Argo, you know. All right. So let's, what was I going to do? I wanted to look at the schedule at CitizenCon with you guys and let you know. See, they say they start at 11 a.m. That's 6 a.m. for me because I have to get up early for that, right? Which the first show doesn't start at that time, right? The first show doesn't start until 1, so that's like 2 hours later. So I could get away with logging in about 8 o'clock, but what I'm going to try to do is log in for this. This is going to be Jared and some of the developers just talking about what we're about to see and what's coming up. And you never know. Sometimes you get some, well, it looks like he's going to have, maybe not. Hold on. Chris Roberts is going to talk between 1 and 1:30, it looks like. That's not the keynote, but because they've got a Adventure Continues with Chris Roberts down here. This is probably where they're going to drop a bomb on us from 8 to 9:30. They're just going to say, mic drop, you know. But, so maybe I do need to get up at 6 a.m. Oh, no, 1, not 11. Okay. Yeah. So that's, because it's a 5-hour difference for me. So what's minus 5 from 1? For 8 o'clock, right? So as long as I get online at 8 o'clock, we'll be okay. But between the 11 and the 8, what am I trying to say? Between 5 and 8, there's going to be people on camera probably talking, about how great the convention is, and maybe talk with some of the developers and what's his name? Jared will be running around, and I want to say Willoughby, but that's, he'll be running around. But it's not Willoughby. What's his name? Oh my gosh. Tyler Willoughby. Yeah, that's right. Right? Isn't it? Tyler Willoughby? Okay. But let's look at these. Now, the Croshaw Auditorium is, they're going to have, okay, this is actually a physical convention that people go to, right? And they're going to have 2 stages set up. And one of them is called the Anvil Stage. The other one's called the Croshaw Auditorium. Now, the Anvil Stage is going to have the Twitch cameras pointing at it, and they're going to be streaming the Anvil Stage. They're going to have cameras at the Croshaw Auditorium, but they're not going to be streaming them. They're going to be recording them for uploads later. If you're there, you have to make a decision. Like, are you going to be sitting in the Anvil Stage, or are you going to be sitting in the Croshaw Auditorium? And you notice when Chris speaks, everyone listens, because there's not going to be anything going on over there. Then they're going to, and that's just the adventure begins. He's going to, you know what they do every year? They say the road to CitizenCon, and they tell you what they've done over the past 7 years, 8 years now, 2012 all the way up, and they go and they tell you this, hey, we released the hangar module, and we released the dogfighting module, and then we released the social module, and then we opened up 2.0, which was the persistent universe, and blah, blah, blah. And they go through all of that. And then that's really all that is. That's nothing groundbreaking. And then they're going to talk about either terra firma or linguistics in you, xenolinguistics. But we're going to be forced to watch terra firma, which I'm perfectly okay with that, because I think that's the one I wanted to watch anywhere. Anyway, because they're going to be talking about planets, and they're probably going to be talking about trees and plants and rocks and caves and mountains and water, hopefully, and, so are you guys looking forward to anything special coming out of terra firma? Is that something you guys are excited about? I'm kind of excited about it. I personally like the fact that they have planetary technology, that they have planets that I can crash on or I can land on, and I can get out and I can walk around or try to be rescued or try to do some survival, like find water and find animals to live on or whatever. I think that's kind of cool while I wait for someone to come rescue me or something like that. And then on the flip side, someone else could be calling for my organization to come rescue them. So I find that to be kind of cool. I wonder what would happen if I hit this button. Okay. Let me get back to my Star Central display. Unlock that. I'm just going to right-click it. Go to my, what is it called? Transformation. Transform. Reset transform. There we go. Yeah, perfect. Okay. So let's take a look over here. We got the, whatever. Can I click on that? Intergalactic Expo, Anvil Aerospace. No, they're talking about this right here. Okay, so again, if you're watching, did you have any thoughts about terra firma? Terra firmer, actually. That's what she said. All right, so we're moving on to 3 p.m. Remember, for me, I need to make a calendar for myself because that's 8 a.m. So this would be 9 a.m. and this would be 9:30, right? Okay. So 9:30, we're going to be talking about micro technicalities. So a detailed look at Stanton's newest planet. Yay. So we got a lot of planet stuff going on right here. A couple of hours worth of planets. And then we've got the Lore Maker's Guide. Delve into the narrative foundation of recent and upcoming releases. So they're talking about 4.0. I don't, and maybe Squadron 42. Probably not. But Squadron 40, whatever. Okay, shoot 'em up. Preview of high octane game mode coming to Star Citizen. High octane. What's going to be high octane? Start game mode. That implies gasoline, right? High octane. Does that mean there's going to be motorbikes or gas engines? Maybe buggies or some kind of tumbrel type thing? Racetracks? That would be cool. I don't like the ground races now. I don't know what a high octane game mode. A lot of people think it's high adrenaline, high, stress and speed in the game, like you're running around capturing flags and shooting people and stuff. I don't think that's what they're implying. I think they're implying vehicles, which might mean it could be a vehicle and foot and space type game mode. Wouldn't that be cool if you had to fly your ship from point A to point B, drop out your vehicle at point B, get into it, drive it to point C, and then get out and go through a tunnel or something to get to point D, which is the race. So you're I don't know. I'm just making stuff up. I have no idea what but they call it a shoot 'em up. A shoot 'em up. So maybe it's like an arcade mode. in Arena Commander, Star Marine? Well, I don't know. Sean Tracy's going to be talking about it. So he might be talking about that new mission with the Doctor and all that. I don't know. Maybe they got another one lined up like that. I don't know. I haven't really played Star Marine that much. I played it a couple of years ago a lot, like every day, but then I kind of dropped off. Okay, what's this? To be determined event attendees. Live stream viewers can catch a broadcast of Croshaw presentation locked up at this time. A Croshaw, there's locked up here. So they're going to have recorded it at this time, and then they're going to replay it down here is what I think is going to happen. Or the guys that are working on this, Garth Bourne and Edward Fuller and Luke Presley, they're probably going to get out of their chairs, walk over here, sit down, and have that presentation again. I'm guessing. I don't know. We'll see. So in Locked Up, you're going to get some early insight into prisoners in the verse and the life inside. Okay, that's good because let me say why that's good for me and my organization. My organization, we role play like we're the Navy, the actual UEE Navy, just a squadron in the Navy. We're not the whole Navy. We're not everything about everything. We're just a group detached in the verse, part of the Navy. My vision of a space fleet or a space navy comes primarily from a role-playing game called Traveler. Everything I've seen in Star Citizen is very Traveler-esque. And I've even noticed that there's Traveler books on Chris Roberts' shelves. So I know he's played Traveler. So Traveler is the predominant space role-playing game. Penultimate. No, it's not penultimate. It is the ultimate. And in that game, they go into details of how a space fleet can survive away from home, like in alien territories or behind enemy lines, or even in-home fleets. Because if you're not stationed at your Navy base, maybe you're stationed at the next planet over that doesn't have a Navy base. It explains all the details, every minute detail. And so when I look at Star Citizen and our organization, the 1st Naval Aerospace Squadron, it's modeled loosely after the Traveler Navy squadrons. And those squadrons are not just capital ships. Okay, there are capital ships, obviously, but you'll also have fighter squadrons. You're also going to have cargo transports. You're going to have fueling ships. You're going to have reconnaissance vessels. You're going to have ground troops. You'll probably have a troop carrier so that if you needed to land on a planet, you can drop a company of troops and not just 5 or 6 red shirts. You'll have your little fleet admiral or whatever, and then you'll have the captains of every ship will obviously have their own ships to deal with, but then you're also going to have those fighter squadron commanders, and you'll have the merchants that are they're basically carrying the supplies for the Navy, to resupply and stuff like that, because you're not going to be able to just jump back home whenever you want, right? Think World War II Navy. You just can't. You'll have enough supplies on your ship to survive, but you'll also need every now and then to have those resupply ships. Okay, so all this is going on. My squadron is, I'm going to use this word that they like to use. It's a microcosm of that fleet. So we have fighters, we have capital ships, we have merchants, we have fuel ships, we have reconnaissance, we have ground troops. Just because we say that we're a Navy fighter squadron doesn't really mean that's all we do. That's kind of our bread and butter, but we also need like ground troops and cargo carriers. And if you carry cargo back and forth from planets, that's fine. And then we're going to have like ground attack vehicles and actual ground vehicles like tanks and stuff like that. So our squadron is okay. So back to being locked up. Sorry, went on a tangent. Our squadron, because we're in the Navy, I feel, and I'm referring back to Traveler, I feel that we are not the primary law enforcement agency. We are not. But if the advocacy, let's say they've got an advocacy agent in the area and they need additional muscle because it's a pirate nest or it's some kind of base or something like that, one advocacy agent, yeah, they could probably take them all out, but they're probably going to call on the Navy and the Marines to come in and support them. We'd be like James Bond, right? James Bond, he's a spy. He's one guy. But when it's like a base assault or whatever, he'll call in, His Majesty's Secret Service or whatever, and they'll bring in all their guys. And that's us. We're the guys that support the advocacy, and we have bounty hunters in our organization, just like as if they were bounty hunters. We call them shore patrol because they're kind of like cops, right? Okay, so in that case, we're going to be arresting people, and we're going to be taking them hostage. We're going to be taking bounties. We're going to be doing all that. And we're going to be delivering them to the lockups, right? So I need to watch this closely because that's really going to impact my organization. Being locked up, the best way to prevent an escape or the best way to prevent any kind of disaster is to know how it could happen. So by watching the locked up and how they plan to let them escape or how they plan to let people attack to rescue their buddies or whatever like that, that's gonna be vital information for me and my organization. All right, moving on from locked up. Moving on. Sorry, got caught up. Okay, so now we got cause and effect, which it's spelled like cosplay. Suit yourself. Stuff in our first annual cosplay contest. Jeremiah Lee. Cheyenne. Is that Gage? Molly is the presenter. Judges are Gage, Cheyenne, and Jeremiah. It'll be fun. Just seeing people out there in their Space Marine armor, or I don't know what other kind of cosplay you can have. I've seen a couple of naval uniforms, and I've seen a couple of like Marine armor uniforms, but guess what? The armor has changed since I saw the last armors, and they didn't really look. They looked okay, but somebody really needs to get in there and knows what they're doing. I'm a big costume creator. I do a lot of that, or I used to do that. I don't do it anymore, but I mean, you got to go in with some really quality work. I'm afraid somebody's going to come out there with horns on their head and say they're an alien or whatever, and they're whatever. Okay, so that might be when I take my breakfast break. I mean, I don't know, and just watch it, record it, eat my breakfast while we're watching it. Something, I don't know. Let's see, building a dynamic universe. Okay, I'm kind of curious about this because it's learn how Star Citizen will create and balance systemic content for entire star systems with a live demonstration of the universe simulator. The unit with Tony Zurvek. Oh my gosh, it's going to be great. So, okay, so the universe simulator. If you don't know what that is, let me share this with you after I take a sip of my coffee. Okay. The universe simulator is actually a computer outside of the servers. Okay, so you've got the way it's supposed to work is, and it's not there yet, honestly, because they got to get cats or whatever they call it, SOC. They got to get SOCs, which is server object container streaming. It is not server side object container streaming. It's just server and client object container streaming, not client side or server side. People are throwing in that side. There's no side. Okay, but either way, they call it SOCs. Okay, so you've got these servers located all over the world. Amazon owns them, right? And Chris and his team have their program loaded on these servers. And when they might only need one little batch of programming running the whole Star Citizen. Maybe there's only one guy logged in at the time, right? And then all of a sudden a guy says, hey, you and all my guys, 10,000 people, let's log in. Okay, well, that one computer will explode. So Amazon's got this thing where they will spool up. When I say spool up, I mean just turn on and allocate the program into additional servers that can handle everybody that's playing. These servers need to be meshed together to make it seem like it's one big server. It's not. But they want you to think and see it's really just one big server. You don't have to log into Juicy Fruit or Spearmint or whatever server. You can just log into the one main server. Right now, currently, you are logging into one server. You're picking a entry point like US, Europe, I don't know what the other ones are, Australia, and you can even pick best. But South America, maybe, I don't know. But you're only picking a door to get into that group of servers, because there is a server running probably all the time in Pennsylvania, which I think is the US server, and it's meshing with the guys that logged in to the Europe servers. And so their lag time to their servers are negligible because they don't have very far to go. And then these two servers are talking over Amazon's network, which is like light speed. So it seems like you guys are talking together pretty good. So even if you log into Australia, you're actually logging into a fast server. Okay. But a limitation that CIG has put on these servers is 50 players. So if I log into one and you log into one and we're on the same one, that's fine. And then another group of 50 will log into the same servers. Amazon will spool up a couple of different servers to allow these different groups of players. They're trying to get rid of that. That is what all the hubbub right now is. It's the object container streaming, the meshing, all that stuff is so that you won't have a limitation of just 50 people. You can have pretty much everyone. And there's only one server, and you just log into it. There might be different doors to get in, like you might have a door in Europe, you might have a door in Australia or whatever, but they're all taking you to the same server. Okay, that's half of it. That's only really 1/3 of it. Then you step back and you have your client. Your client is your personal computer, your laptop, your computer, your iPhone, or whatever you're playing Star Citizen on. Probably not an iPhone. But whatever you're playing Star Citizen on, that's the client. You and your device, you're the client, your device is the client, right? Okay. So they've already implemented client object container streaming. So your client will erase and write and erase and write. But the problem is the server runs everything all the time, doesn't have the ability to erase stuff. And that's why and that's why you can't only have 50 people, because everything's going all at the same time. But if they have the object container streaming going on in the server, then it'll free up a lot of computer processing to allow for multiple people to be in the same exact world. Okay. So far, so good? Great. But now, remember all those people that are considered streamed out? Because let's say nobody is walking around Hurston, right? The client, or I'm not the client, the server is not going to have all those little AIs walking around doing all their stuff. They're just going to delete them, right? And because nobody's there to see them, right? And if nobody's there to see them, that's why they have object container streaming. They will stream in and stream out assets based on where the players are located. Okay, and if nobody is there, nobody's out in cave XYZ, why do they need to have the lights on? Why do they need to have boxes in there? They don't. So that'll all be deleted. Okay. Where is that information saved? It's saved on, guess what? The Universe Simulator. It is another computer that knows where everything is at. It knows where the boxes are. It knows where your ships are located. It knows where, it doesn't have to display it. It just has it in a flowchart, right? It just has it in a spreadsheet, basically. It knows where every rock is. It knows where every gun and bullet is. It knows where every player is. More importantly, it knows where all the NPCs are. So, okay, so when Tony Zervik, I'm sure, will give a better explanation to this because he's the one that made this. But let's say I'm flying from Port Olisar to Hurston, right? I'm in Quantum and I'm just cruising along, right? And then the Universe Simulator says, hey, we can see that Mr. Everything is flying from here to there, and he's flying through what they call an encounter bubble. They have these things called encounter bubbles, and they're going to put them all over the place. And when you fly through that encounter bubble, the Universe Simulator will roll a die. And it'll say, boxcars, or whatever the roll is, 100%. Okay, so that means there's an encounter. What kind of encounter? Well, according to my Universe Simulator, it says that there are pirates in that area, and there's this merchant that's flying through there. And then it'll say, okay, let's make an encounter, because Mr. Everything just went through an encounter bubble. I think that's what it's called. Encounter bubble. I think it's encounter bubble. And he successfully triggered an encounter. So the Universe Simulator will create this encounter real quick, like instantly, like this merchant that's supposed to be in that area, flying through that area, and these pirates that are supposed to be in that area. Maybe they're attacking that merchant. And then what'll happen is you'll be flying along like do, nothing ever happens in Quantum Drive, and then a message will just appear on your radio, like, blah, blah, distress call, help, I'm under attack by pirates. Can you help me? And then you might decide to exit Quantum and fly over, or maybe Quantum over to this new beacon that's come up, and it's like real close because it was in that encounter bubble that you were flying through, and you run over there and you see, hey, there's this merchant ship, and he's getting attacked by pirates or whatever, and that creates an encounter. And that's what the universe simulator is going to do. It's going to create all these, it's going to control where, not control, it is going to kind of control. It's going to monitor and control where all the NPCs are going, what they're doing, but it doesn't have to display them to a player because there aren't going to be any players looking at them. But I guess as soon as you exit quantum and you warp over to where that encounter is, the object container system will stream in these pirates and stream in this merchant that's getting attacked based on what the universe simulator is telling it. It's saying, hey, this guy's here and these guys are here. And it'll stream that in. And then you'll have like a little encounter. And they have to make millions of those, and they don't have to make a million of them. They just have to tell the computer what are viable combinations, and they can make a bunch of those. Like if it's maybe the merchant's attacking the pirates because he got mad one day. No, I don't know. Okay, but that'll be super exciting. I'm really into that kind of stuff, like how the game is actually played, and that would be building the dynamic universe. And then last thing is the adventure continues, and this should be the main video. This is the one that everybody's going to want to see. It's the keynote, and the keynote is where Chris talks about something cool. It's going to be a new ship, new planets, new jump points, destroyed space stations. Who knows what it's going to be? Alien invasions. Maybe we get to fight Vandal on the ground. Because, he's going to want to test Vandal troops because Squadron 42 is coming out pretty soon. And I bet you they don't have a whole lot of testing on that. They probably have a little. But I bet he wants to put that in the universe. I mean, I'm not sure. I don't know. But that might be fun. Like maybe an Arena Commander mode. Maybe not an Arena Commander. Maybe this high octane game mode might be... It could be this. Okay, hold on. Now that I think about it, I think I overheard a couple of people saying it's going to be AI in Star Marine. That might be cool. Okay, but hopefully he doesn't talk about that if they've already talked about that up there. I want him to talk about something exciting. And that'll be the end. It'll be 9:30 there, which is like right from 1, which is 8. Wait. It's 5 hours, right? So it's 8. So if I subtract 5 hours from 9:30, it'll be like 4:30 in the afternoon by the time I'm finished. It's going to be a full day for me. and then maybe in the next day or two, these videos will come out and we'll have to watch those too. All right, guys. Well, let's see what else we can get ourselves into. Let's get back into the game. My game's probably kicked me out already. Yeah, it's already kicked me out. Let's get out of the website. And now we're in the game. So what do you guys want to do? Want to go see some caves or... What? I really wanted to talk about the Aerospace Expo, but looks like there's no information on that. I could fly over to Hurston. And then we could take some missions or something. I gotta buy some armor, right? They don't sell armor in Arcor. Do they? Where does center mass? Does it sell? What's up, fellas? What's up? I don't see any push to talk. What's up, guys? They don't want to talk to me. It's a race. I can't lose because they're in armor. But I'm not going to the expo. They're probably going to the expo. I'm going to center mass. Which is this way. I mean, I have a flight suit, but I don't want a flight suit. I want some heavy-ass armor.
What you wear says a lot about who you are. More options, more brands to choose from. Kasaba Outlet is the best place to locate your look this season.
Center mass will have a gun for me. Maybe a silencer, maybe a scope, maybe a light. But I don't think they have armor. Lumen V submachine gun. I don't remember that. Oh, it's Klaus and Werner. Lumen V submachine gun. That looks cool. Is that laser? It's a laser submachine gun. I think that's new. I want one of these. My Navy attachment. Boop boop. Ba-bam. I want an S71. I want a couple of them. Because that's how I roll. I think I want a Lumen submachine gun. Because that's kind of how I roll. Okay. It's not a Gallant energy rifle. That's a good one for my pistoli. There's a Lumen magazine. Let's get a couple of them suckers. Get a couple of them suckers. That's my pistoli. And there's my S71. Let's get a few of them. Ooh, compensator. That's what I want. Wonder if I can add that to my submachine gun. No, I can't. It's a laser. I can maybe add that to my laser. Is there a tack light over here anywhere? I don't see it. Miscellaneous is missiles, of course. I don't want any of that. Okay. No armor. Where do you get armor? Where do you get armor at Art Core? Well, I can go to Port Olisar and get marine armor. I'd hate to have to go all the way to Port Olisar just to get marine armor. Because they don't...
Looking to make an impression that won't break the bank?
Oh, yeah, thanks.
Outfits worth owning.
Predator, thank you.
Too good to pass.
Predator said Cubby Blast. You know what? I wasn't even thinking that. Thank you. That helps out a lot. I totally forgot. Go the wrong direction. Because this isn't enough armor right here. That is not enough armor. Okay.
Hottest clothes and trendiest accessories from the air. Hunt for your latest fashion find at Kasaba
I'm here.
where you get more cool for your credit.
Buying it.
Looking to make an impression that won't break the bank? Kasaba Outlet offers outfits worth owning at prices too good to pass up.
Okay. No worries.
The hottest clothes and trendiest accessories from across the empire brought straight to you. Hunt for your latest fashion find at Kasaba Outlet, where you get more cool for your credit. Looking to make an impression that won't break the bank? Kasaba Outlet offers outfits worth owning at prices too good to pass up. The hottest clothes and trendiest accessories from across the empire brought straight to you. Hunt for your latest fashion find at Kasaba Outlet, where you get more cool for your credit. From the most current trends to new classics, at Kasaba Outlet you'll always find the latest styles at the lowest prices. fashion find at Kasaba Outlet, where you get more cool for your cred.
No. Okay. Now, I feel like I could be safe.
Kasaba Outlet. Everyday clothing at everyday prices.
Styling. All right. Spaceport time. I can still run pretty good with this. Made it. I made it in time. Nice and calm and quiet and nobody's saying anything. Thought I heard one of these doors opening. Yeah, I think the train should just stay off the highway. I don't think it should even get down close. Because look at it, it's going against traffic. That's dangerous. You should just fly high. I know, but they're trying to show off all this graphics and stuff that they made for this event. Let's not hit that train. Hello, fellas. Intergalactic Aerospace Expo. Nothing to see here. Don't have anything. Nope, don't have anything. Let's see what kind of ships they've allotted me this time. Oh my gosh, I got a lot of ships. I have a Mantis. What the heck? I don't want a Mantis. I got the Banu Defender, the Center Harbor. I got a Pirate Gladius. No. Cool. I have a Prospector. Yay. Two. Can I remember two? I'm flying over to Hurston. Yep, I'm that guy. went and clicked on all the elevators. I think I'm having a problem breathing. Wow. It's a thick door. That color combo does look good. I didn't buy any grenades. Comes with a ×4. That's cool. Oh, didn't like it. Okay. Yeah, if you're just now joining us, I do want to let you know I will be live streaming the CitizenCon event starting at about 8 p.m. I'm sorry, 8 a.m. Central Time. I'll probably be on earlier, watching the pre-game show or whatever. But 8 p.m. Central, 8 a.m. Central Time is when it goes live. And so, whoops, let's power this bad boy on. That's cool. I thought it was over here. It's a big cutlass. Okay, we're out of here. Alright, so we're just going to space. And then from... Okay. And then from there we'll go to do a mission or two. Because I was able to get everything done for my... Not everything done. I just thought about it. I got almost everything. I got 95% of everything done for my D&D game tomorrow. There is about... What I normally do is the night before the game, I will pull some figures out that... monsters, encounters, people they might meet on the street or whatever. I'll pull these figures out ahead of time so that I won't have to go digging for them during the game. I'll have them already ready to go. This is the ship that I'm probably going to be using the most as my own personal vehicle. But when we start doing like missions and stuff like that, it'll be specific on what those missions might be. Like if it's a search and destroy type mission, it might be the Saber. If it's like troop transport, it might be this. or it might be my Carrack or whatever, just depending on where we're going. Our exploration, it might be the Carrack. Long missions, I might put the saber on the Carrack, or maybe I can fit the cutlass on the Carrack. We'll figure it out. We'll figure out what fits on what. Okay, I think I'm in space, and so we're gonna throttle this biatch down, and let's see what kind of missions I can. Nope, not yet. I'm not at Hurston. Oh yeah, let's fly over to Hurston first. I think they might have sped up Quantum a little bit. I'm already halfway there. I think they have sped up Quantum a little bit. Okay, we're gonna find out what the Drake Cutlass. Q drive is called. Odyssey. Okay, we're gonna... Oh yeah, but I think it's faster. There's the Odyssey. Yeah, that's what's taking all the power. There we go. No comment. We're almost there. Less than a billion meters. Come on, my friends. Nine tails, huh? Oh, my shields. Locked up. Music's going. Computer's not locked up. The game is locked up. That's usually a good sign that it's time to log out, because I've been streaming for an hour and a half. All right, and I already said what my piece about the CitizenCon and the Aerospace Expo, and bought some armor and weapons. Hopefully, I still have it when I spawn in. It does, oh, wait, there we go. Please provide steps to reproduce crash. Okay, here we go. After being pulled out of quantum at Hurston by Ninetales, engaged Buccaneer and destroyed him, then game froze and eventually kicked. All right, submit that report. Watching the crash handler do its thing. All right, guys. Well, that's it for me. Oh, there. Thank you for your submission. Perfect. Now, a new patch might have came out while I was flying. It's entirely possible. But it doesn't say update. Okay. All right, guys. That's it for tonight. I'm going to be playing D&D tomorrow, but I will be on again tomorrow night, probably, most likely, to see if they've, basically just touch tabs with the event, see what's going on. All right, and to see, what's happening with Port Olisar and all that jazz. All right, guys, I'll catch you next time.